Are we ready to go?
We're on, brother.
Oh my gosh, I lost the microphone in my headphones, and I thought we were not ready.
It's going to be all right.
It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome. Merry Christmas.
What's up?
This is a Drinking Bros Sports Tailgate Legends Christmas special. Normally we have one guest, but today we have two guests.
Two really big guests.
One, it's a magical guest, Joel Givens. Is your title magician?
Yes.
What is a title for
I'm
going
to call you wizard.
Close-up sleight of hand. Close-up magic sleight of hand.
I'm not going to say that.
Part-time handsome person.
That's way too many words. The next guest is a lot easier to bring in. It's Antoine Harris. Everybody knows who Antoine Harris is from the New England Patriots. Yes, there's a lot of people excited to see you
Especially
today.
if you're a Steelers fan. You know who he is.
Oh, man. Wow, we went there. And I'm sure the crowd will know.
Just for Buddha, yeah.
Got him.
The crowd will know what that means later if they don't already know. But this is the Tailgate Legends Show where we tailgate with legends. Because of COVID, we are not tailgating on location anywhere. So we are tailgating locally, but we're still having those same rad legends that you would expect.
We're making our own freaking legends.
We are. Joe, what are you cooking today? Because a tailgate
Let me
isn't a
tell you
tailgate without
guys,
food.
it's gonna be a good episode. You want to know why?
Why?
My socks have beer on them.
You already spilled beer on your socks?
No, man. There's like beer embroidered on my socks. They're my
really?
lucky socks, and I'm in a
lucky
brewery,
socks.
so I feel like that's like double luck.
Yeah. We are live at Deep River Brewing Company, which is our main sponsor for tonight's show.
right.
If you haven't been down to Deep River Brewing out of Clayton, North Carolina, and you're in the Triangle area of North Carolina, the Raleigh-Durham, Fayetteville Triangle, you've got to come down to Deep River Brewery and give them a shot. Search out their beer. It's all over North Carolina. Joe, what are you cooking for this tailgate?
I made a couple things. The first thing that I made was New England Super Bowl champ Clam Chowder in honor of our guest right here. I wrote a recipe for you, and we can get you a copy of that later. Hopefully you like it because I know you're one hell of a foodie.
Yes, I love it.
Are you really a foodie?
Yeah,
you a food nerd?
I would call him a chef, man. The research I did on
Yeah.
him, I mean, he can flex.
Yes. That's exciting.
Yeah, he can
Joe's
flex.
going to enjoy that.
In addition to that, I've got some Claytona Beach sticky nuts. And
That's my recipe.
Joel's a specialist in that, but what I did is I took the Big Pie Country, which is
You just said big
You
cock.
took the what?
Like I said, that's my recipe.
You just said big cock.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, the big
I
old
said-
cock.
Yep.
All right.
Welcome
all
to
right.
Joko.
Got him.
Got some.
Got him. So I took Big Pie Country.
Okay, big pie country.
Yeah, I took 56 ounces of it and I reduced it down to about like 15 ounces and made a syrup, and then I made some holiday nuts. And it's really good. We'll get into the flavors later, but it's basically a play on holiday nuts, and it's paying tribute to you and...
Oh, yeah. Because Big Pie Country was made...
yeah, tell us about that, man.
Big Pie Country is a beer made at Deep River Brewing Company, but they aged their nuts
No, Eric's
in
nuts.
our rum, our award-winning rum, actually.
So basically, Eric put his nuts in some rum.
I did, and it came out delicious as
Yeah.
expected.
And the nuts were delicious as hell.
You tried it?
Yes, he tried
Yeah,
it.
all right.
Antoine's had my
Were
nuts.
pretty
Couldn't
that's-
wait to get my nuts.
That is exciting. Guys, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
wow.
holidays,
One,
whatever
I want
you
to say thank
celebrate.
you so much for coming out this close to Christmas. We are on the eve
Yes.
of Christmas Eve. Do you guys have any Christmas Eve traditions? Mr. Antoine, do you have any Christmas Eve traditions? What are you guys doing tomorrow? No dinner at family's house or anything? Nothing?
Nothing.
I can't
Really?
believe
Are you
you're going to be
serious?
cooking or something.
We get to open one gift, and that's usually pajamas on Christmas Eve.
Really?
Yeah. What?
Never mind. Keep going.
No, we do. You ask whatever you want. It's your show, homie.
No, you go.
So you have no Christmas Eve traditions?
I'll probably be. I just built the house.
Congratulations.
So,
Congratulations, yes.
I'll probably be unpacking some more damn boxes. And for a little bit, and then I'll probably sit back and relax and take a nap. And
All right.
Did you guys move yet, or are you in the new house?
Do you have
we're
a
in the
favorite-
house.
do you have a
We've been in
favorite
the house
Christmas movie?
About 2 months.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
No, but that's all I've been seeing on the TV
Yeah.
is I have a 2-year-old, so all the little Christmas carols on
Yeah,
the TV
yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's
the
all I'm
best.
looking at. I can't even watch basketball, football, and we got about 8 TVs in the house, so I can't watch one because every room he goes in, he has to have the damn TV on what he wants.
But you know what? 2 years is such a good age because like that's when they're fascinated by Christmas lights and they can't stop looking at them.
I'm
And the
still
train.
like that at 39, bro.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
A simple man, Chef Puhak.
Hey,
a
I
simple
cook
man.
good, that's
Joel,
about
what
it.
about you? Do you got any Christmas Eve traditions?
I do not.
Favorite
I have
Christmas movie?
Great new Christmas movie. It's a new one, Mel Gibson, called Fat Man.
Yes.
It's the most
Is it good?
morbidly beautiful thing you've ever
Tell
seen.
me
in your
about it.
life.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Don't
I
spoil
wanna
it.
see that, man.
Don't spoil it.
But he just
Scary?
said tell him about it, but don't spoil it.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Don't tell me
Eric,
too much. Like, give me a trailer.
Don't listen to Eric.
Basically,
Tell me.
he sends a kid Cole for Christmas, and this little rich kid, sends a hitman after him to take his head.
Oh, yes.
And he's in the North Pole, and he goes to a bar and drinks. Everybody knows him as Chris, the drunk in the bar. Anyway, the U.S.
Santa
government.
Claus is the drunk.
Yes, and he's Mel Gibson, and the government hires him to has his elves to make this top secret device for the government. Basically, it goes to hell in a handbasket, and it's the best thing you've never seen.
Is it better than Die Hard?
Oh, way better.
Did you
Oh
get
my
to see it?
Shell,
in
you saw it, didn't you?
I'm
It's
gonna
great,
watch
isn't
it.
it?
I'm going to
Did
watch
you-
it tonight.
Did you watch it in the theater?
It's on my jailbroken Fire Stick.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, geez. So you're
That's
a
a
magician, though.
confession.
Yes.
You're a magician.
I stole online. Yes.
How and why? How do you
Yeah.
become a magician? Do you grow up and say, I want to be a magician when I get older?
No, when I was about 10 years old, man, I went to a local harvest festival in Clayton here, and I got separated from my parents, and they found me about 2 hours later, and I had gotten gang raped by a group of clowns. And
It's a true story.
true story, yep. And
saw it on the news.
clowns taste funny. And if you ever get raped by a clown, go for the juggler.
Okay. I'm going to write that down.
Is
I'm
that
actually
the-
putting
that's
that in
our
my
weak
show
spot.
notes.
I'm putting
Just
in my
put that
notes
in my
right
show
now.
notes.
That's basically it. So
that-
that's my story. So that's thank you guys for coming.
Yes.
And that's it. Thank you.
Yes. Why? So wait.
But
you-
no, one of my dad's friends showed me a really cool magic trick as a kid, about 10 years old, and I kept doing that same trick over. And remember the old bookmobiles used to come through the school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I actually got a little book for 75 cents that has like a Houdini book that had 3 card tricks, and I did those same tricks over. And my mom took me that summer to the local magic shop in Raleigh, which is now gone, and got me a book. It's called the Mark Wilson's Course in Magic. It was like 350 pages. The guy goes, this will take him forever. And by the end of the summer, I could do everything in it.
Seriously.
So
So
I
you
did-
knew like day one that was your calling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but not really. I just loved it. So.
I got you.
And then in May 18th of 1990, I did one of my good friends. His dad was a big head honcho out of IBM, and he had me come to a family day. And they had decks of cards on these picnic tables and stuff, and I started doing some magic. And this guy goes, what are you doing next Friday? I go, I'm graduating high school. He goes, well, what about the Friday after? I said, summer off. Well, he happened to be the head CEO of IBM, the national CEO. He flew up from Texas. Whoa. And during that 2-week period, he actually flew me down, and I got some business cards made, and it just went from there. So since May 18th of this year, it'll be 31 years I've been doing shows.
I'd like to give you guys a preview. The last time that Joel messed with my being,
He prayed at church the next day.
no, I called on the name of Jesus Christ when he was doing, I'm not going to tell you what he did, and there are some people in the audience, I'm looking at them right now, that he crawled all up in their being and changed them.
You changed him made him a better person.
I'm going to point to him right here. My buddy Brian Holt, he's our world strongman. They did a show on him 2 weeks ago, and he's
Made him weak in the knees.
He's a badass. Like,
made him
this is
weak
the
in the
baddest dude
Antoine,
ever,
has he
so.
ever done any of this sorcery on you?
No.
Never.
The times
Well,
we've hung out,
it's
he's
going to
never-
change the night because
Yes.
he's already got his
Yeah.
cards out and he looks like he's ready to go.
Oh, my
Before you
gosh.
do that, though, where have you performed around the world? I know you've been around the world a million times.
All over. Matter of fact, one of my buddies here travels a lot with me. London, a lot of Southeast Asia. I've been to 36 countries doing this stuff, and and what's cool about it, it's a universal language. Like if you're in, like he was actually, we were in a little bar in Cambodia, and he goes, by the way, you know these fucking people have no clue what you're talking about. Right. So so I figured out, as a universal language, I could do this, and these people go, okay, they touch a card. Well, I don't say remember like the 10 of spades.
Right.
They look at it and go, okay, got it. Now I go
Yeah.
put it back in. So when I find it, the cool thing is they see that numbers change, and they see the colors change, so they still get it. So it's magic's unit, and they see coins vanish. So I don't even have to talk.
Right.
Matter of fact, after this, I'm not saying anything else tonight.
I have a feeling we're going to see a real Christmas miracle tonight.
Yes.
You're going to say
I
something
thought
when
you wasn't going to say
Yes,
anything.
we are. You're getting laid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Joel.
speaking of getting laid, do magicians get laid?
Yes.
Eric,
Do magicians get laid?
he's going to say something when he tastes my nuts.
Do magicians get laid, though? Like, when you travel the world, like, how does that work? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a girl, I'm not a lady.
Are you hitting on me?
Well, Magic scares me.
I think he is, man.
Magic turns me off, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you.
I see it, and I'm like, I can't get it. I can't get down with this.
Well,
Do you have that problem?
Hey, the cool thing about it is, it's
Do
like.
you ever meet a girl, try a trick, and then she's like, I'm out?
No,
And you
she
thought it was a lockdown?
she is the trick. Yes. So
not nice.
Touche,
the
well
cool thing
played.
about it is, like, what's great about magic is, like, you walk into a bar. Let's say you have a hobby. Like, magic's the ultimate icebreaker. It's like nothing better in the world. Like, if you're a good guitarist or you're a good pianist and you're a great pool player,
what?
a chick's not gonna go, oh, let's go watch him shoot a game of pool. I mean,
Yeah.
but to do this, I mean, yep.
Yeah. Antoine just drops his Super Bowl ring, and that's his icebreaker. He's like, whoa, didn't mean to drop this on the table.
I
And
never
people are
wear
like,
'em.
You don't?
No.
You don't take it out ever?
No.
Do you have it like in a box at home or what?
No, he meant, do you ever take the rings out?
Oh, okay. I thought he was. Oh.
Yeah, I got
No,
it,
no, I never. Well, unless I do something for kids or
Yeah,
Like an event.
or charity or something
yeah.
like that, then I'll bring them out. But other than that, no.
Man, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
'Cause-
humility, though, man. That's stronger than the ring.
Speaking of humility, he's going to probably like hate me for saying this, but because we're going to get in his story in a minute, we're going to let him tell his thing. But one good thing about this guy right here is, he owns Zydeco. Is it
Zydeco downtown. You're right.
And it's the Cajun Creole bar, but it's shut down now, obviously COVID. But he has the taste of Zydeco food trucks, and on his own time in the mornings he goes and feeds the homeless on his own time and
Are
his
you
own dime. And
serious?
he don't like anybody to talk about it because he's humble. But I'm throwing it out there just to show you how good this dude is. He is the most humble, loving guy in the whole world. And I really mean that from the
That's
bottom
a
of my heart.
theme. That's a theme that
Seriously.
Eric and I like to harp on. Is we like to talk about when we get NFL legends or boxers or any professional sports people. We talk about how important humility is in the position of leadership and how humility leads silently and all that. So that's awesome, man.
So when you said the food thing, that's why I like it ties it. He's amazing cook.
I should have
man, I
known that.
did
We
some
would have had him
research.
cook. We would have had him cook
I did
tonight.
some research. I was messing with him before the show, and he's playing it low key and humble. But I know you know what you're doing.
Not really.
Google says otherwise.
Listen, what's the best reaction you've ever got out of somebody when you're doing your little magic tricks?
Man, it's different for everyone. It really is. It's like, you have kids doing it. Kids like, oh, and it's like, like the mouths of babes kind of thing. You see their first reaction to seeing the trick, and you get people in other countries who are like it wigs them out like a religion.
Listen,
kind of
I
thing.
saw the
I
Godsmack.
called on Jesus.
Yeah.
What's
When
that?
I saw the Godsmack interview, like where you were doing magic
Yeah.
on Godsmack, the singer, I think it was the singer,
Solid,
right?
yeah.
And man, his reaction
Oh, he's the best.
was
dude.
incredible.
Well, he ripped the blinds down. We were actually
was
in
nuts. He
I
went
didn't see
crazy.
that.
You can look it up on YouTube. Look
if you
up
go-
Joel Givens on YouTube. Look up Joel Givens on YouTube and watch the
if you go back
Godsmack
and look at the
reaction.
video, you see me doing magic, and you see
Super
the
funny.
blinds in this, in this place we're in, and I actually ended up doing. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I may do it later, but he got so wigged out about it, he turned around and like ripped the blinds down, and like ripped them off their hinges in this place we were in.
Yeah, we had a
So the
strong man
next
on that
photo,
did something like
You
that.
see us sitting there, you see the blinds like behind us on the. That's how wigged out he got. He ripped the blinds down, like destroyed this room.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, what
Great.
did your family think about this kind of stuff?
Man,
Like,
they wanted me to get a real job.
What was your dad's first reaction when you just dropped some
He
mad
always,
magic?
my dad, he always loved it. I mean,
Does
my-
he know? Does he know the answers to the
My
tricks? Does
dad
he try to
passed
get
away
it?
2 years ago, but he was my biggest fan. Like
Right.
since we were a kid, he always his old men would come over and we'd go to Bojangles. Hey, do something for He was always pimping me off to his old
Yeah.
men, So
Yeah, your dad was a.
and then I did magic for him too.
Sure. Did he ever say, son, like
I
I'm your
caught
father.
that.
I'm your father. You have to tell me how you did that trick. or
No,
you're
never told
grounded."
him, man.
You never told him.
My mom doesn't know. My brother may be here now. Yeah, but I never told anybody how it's done. So
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. So
Antoine, you've had some magical moments.
Yes.
One in particular that most people know is when you blocked
and
that.
as Buddha, he's gonna hang his head in shame now. Let's go. Let's go ahead and tell this story now.
Listen,
Take it
Buddha-
over, Antoine.
Buddha's our production manager, who is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Let's go ahead and tell that moment.
So he was really excited when we got Antoine Harris on the show because you ruined his life.
That's okay.
But it's okay.
That's okay. But
It'll be all right.
I've had a lot of UVA guys play for Pittsburgh, and it's crazy because growing up, my two first cousins played for Pittsburgh, Donald Levins and Craig Keith. So when I was in high school, I probably went to maybe one game, and it was cold as hell. And I said, I'm not doing this again. And come to find out, I get drafted to New England, and it's colder. So it's just like I go from saying I don't want to play in the cold to actually playing in the cold. But that day when we beat Pittsburgh, and we blocked the field goal, and I took it back for a touchdown. That was one of the highlights of my life because it enabled us to go to the Super Bowl because everybody took us as we thought was a joke, and we knew as a team that we were the best team out there, and I think it started to come together, and that's why it always says that, you know, I don't know if you watch, some of y'all watch football, you always say the season starts after Thanksgiving. Well, that's when the season really starts, is after Thanksgiving, because if you can get on the roll after Thanksgiving, then it's possibly that you can win it. And we got on the roll, and it was just like yesterday. I can remember in practice when we would come up with different schemes, and the schemes we had, because we had so many DBs, and it was like, well, Antoine, you know the defense. You're going to run the Mike linebacker, and then everybody else, you're going to do whatever Antoine says. So it was just like, I was like, oh, shit, like, I might be in the Super Bowl playing Mike linebacker. Yeah. Even though I got to go against 300-pound guys, but I mean, it was the life. Just to see the lights and the gleam and all that stuff, I enjoyed it. But that was one of the best moments. Beating Pittsburgh after going up there and knowing so many of the guys that was on the team, and actually some of the guys I played with in Virginia were on the team at that time too, and just to beat them and tell them that I'm not going to the Super Bowl unless I'm playing, and we end up being in the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. So,
what is it like to get just absolutely dusted by one of those monsters? You know, when they just.
Well, to be honest with you, a 300-pounder when he's coming at you, it's just like you start laughing because it's like slow motion because you already know what he's gonna do.
Because you're so fast.
Okay, I'm sorry, but most of the time, what they're gonna do is they're gonna fall to the ground and try to cut you. Because at the moment you see them starting to fall down, you start laughing like this big ass is going to cut me instead of try to block me. So then I got smart. I said, you know what? I'm going to get their ass before they get on the ground. So I would run as fast as I could and try to hit them in the chest and knock them back. So, you know.
Hey, did you ever play rugby?
No, I wouldn't do that shit.
What? Oh, wait, one.
What?
How can you say you wouldn't do that shit? I mean, that's
Eric's a rugby player.
And New England has a history of, they have an Olympic. They had, what was the Olympic guy that went to the, Ebner. Yeah, Nate Ebner. He went to the Olympics for rugby. But, you know, that pass that you took, that was a rugby pass. You were perfect.
Yeah,
rugby pitch, pass right to you.
But it was nobody in front of me.
But you were ghost.
And I had on pads.
I don't think he's going to go and tell the short 20-second synopsis. But the AFC Championship game 2001. It's Pittsburgh and the Patriots, and it's a field goal kick to send Pittsburgh to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Blocked. Troy Brown picks it up, does a lateral to him. He runs 49 yards for a touchdown. The next game, you know, Tom Brady wins his first Super Bowl with him, and he goes on to win 3 more. You win it. Yeah.
The defense won the Super Bowl.
Yes, did they,
get it right, Joe.
Hey, did they dump
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Did they dump the cooler
right.
on you that game? Did they dump the cooler on you?
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know who the cooler got dumped on.
And here's another cool stat about him that nobody knows is he was the fastest Patriot up until last year. Yeah, he was the fastest Patriot for the last 20 years. Speed-wise.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's why you're laughing at those big motherfuckers.
Wikipedia yourself.
Wikipedia. Listen, did you ever go back up to New England to tailgate, or do you ever tailgate at UVA or anything like that?
I went to New England a couple of times.
Did you tailgate when you get up there?
I did. They were supposed to. I
tell us
can't remember
about that,
the year
man.
it was, but they had of course, a Winnebago, and they had when you walked over the line, you had to take like that Coke, you had to take a shot of tequila to get on into the tailgate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I
And
can follow you
I
there.
was hurt that game, so I took a shot,
Yeah.
and then as soon as you got over the line, you had to take Jello shots. So I'm like, well, damn, I'm drunk as hell already because I don't even drink like that. But they had good food, and I think they was competing for one of the top ones.
What kind of food were they making, man? Because we're all about food and
They had
sports here.
every type of food you can imagine. They had pig, they had everything.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, outside. But I enjoyed
when
it.
you're playing football, and you're coming into work, right? You're coming in on Sunday, and you're driving down. You get off the exit ramp. You see do you see the tailgaters out there? Do you not even notice them? Do you notice them?
You don't see the tailgates because in New England, you come. It's a back road for us.
Okay.
So we come through the back way so we can miss all the traffic.
Okay.
Now, before they built the new stadium, we had to drive through the traffic.
What was that like?
So usually, No.
Could you smell the food when you were coming through?
No, it was just because you didn't want to be late. So you was calling them and tell them, hey, I need a police escort. I'm about midway. So police escort would come find you and take you down to. It was crazy.
Did you ever go through any other towns where you got to see the tailgate while they were tailgating when you're coming into the stadium, or no?
No, I didn't really pay attention.
So it's
your
not
mind
even-
was on the game.
Your mind's on the game. Yeah, I don't understand how you get, because you guys got to be there. What time y'all normally get to a game?
Probably about 3 hours before the game.
So like 9 a.m., 10 a.m.?
I took the late bus.
I got you.
Because I didn't put on nothing but shoulder pads and helmet.
Right.
So
you got to tape it all up.
I
and
didn't
everything.
even get taped up.
Did you smell the food from the stadium?
No.
What do you eat before the game? Anything?
Yeah.
Oh, they feed us good.
Yeah. Do you eat before the game though?
Yes.
You eat.
Yeah, you have to.
Do you have to like?
Yeah, you have to.
Do you have to
Weighed
like
down
temper
with
the
food,
way you eat, like before you go into a game where you puke if you eat the wrong way?
Well, back then, I was about 3% body fat.
Yeah.
So I ate everything.
Yeah.
If I didn't, then I would. When the fourth quarter came, I'd be dead.
Really?
Yeah. So I ate everything.
Joel, do you ever tailgate for any football games?
Absolutely.
You do magic tricks at the tailgate?
Absolutely.
I bet you are the most fun human being to fucking tailgate with.
I am.
Other
probably
than
got all
Chef
the
Joe.
women, too.
Chef Joe's fun to tailgate with.
We're
'cause
doing it right now.
Chef Joe cooks all the badass food, so he's always great to take to a tailgate. But my second pick would be to take you, because you are an entertainer. You've written books. You've been on TV. You've traveled the world. You are an entertainer, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I enjoy it.
Thank you, sir.
What is the book that you wrote?
This is actually.
Oh, you
where's
have
the
it
other
here.
one?
Imagine that.
It's right here. It's called Sessions. I've
Oh,
read
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't read it. I read the cover.
This is a book that was written about my magic, 60 tricks. This came out in 2007 and won International Book of the Year, all the top magicians in the world.
Didn't Blaine read
Everybody,
your book and
everybody
everybody?
endorses this book. Yeah.
Everybody
So
did.
everybody, yep.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Oh,
these
shit.
are all original. Everything I do is pretty much my stuff.
And you
so.
teach some of these guys tricks.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
teach some of the.
Well, that's who I thought of when you were fucking with me. When I met you, when you were fucking with me, I was like, this guy's like Blaine Copperfield, like the stuff you did. There was no logic behind. I could not. I was like, oh, it's sleight of hand. I got this guy. No.
No. This is.
He took.
game-changing.
I'm not going to tell you the exact trick, but he took a card that I picked in my head. I told nobody but me, and he folded it and put it somewhere that nobody should touch.
Yeah.
I'll let your imagination run wild.
His no-no zone.
By those sticky nuts?
Hey! Man, those sticky nuts are
And
so
at that
good.
moment, I called on Jesus.
What card was it? Do you remember?
2 of diamonds.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I remember. Yeah.
You know, like, and that's a good point. Like, the
Yep.
shit that you do, people remember you forever.
Oh, yeah.
I
I've
will
told
never
all my
forget
friends.
you.
As a matter of fact, last night you did some tricks
Matter of
with.
fact, I had another one to put it back from the other time. Yeah, so yeah.
He just pulled
Yeah,
two
yeah,
of diamonds
yeah.
out of his armpit.
In the name of Jesus
That's what happens
Christ.
when you hang out with somebody like Joel. He
just pulled
two
two
of
diamonds out of
his
his
diamonds
shirt
in his
after I-
armpit.
Tessa has the best reaction. She's the best. Look.
Who is it?
Tessa right here.
Oh, she is. I didn't even see
What's
you
great
out
about
there.
Brian is
How
I
are
did
you?
some magic for him one night up here for his podcast.
Joel, can
and the
you
next
do-
morning, like 8 o'clock, he calls me, goes, "What are you doing today, man?" He goes, "I've got an event I'd like." So like, I wake up to Brian like calling me, and it's awesome, dude. So
Joel,
yeah.
can you do a magic trick for us?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk us through because we have a podcast. It's also on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the majority of our listeners are on podcasts.
Yeah, if you guys
So
are
I'm gonna
listening,
talk it
just
through it. I'm gonna
check it
talk
out
us
on
through
YouTube
it.
if you want to see the trick.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah. You got to hit us up, Drinking Bros Sports, Tailgate Legends on YouTube to see this trick. But I'm going to walk you through it UFC commentary style.
Yep. I'll tell you what, Antoine, since you're here, just do me a favor and whip it out for me. Hard.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Antoine, rip it out.
Yeah.
Listen, it's the holidays. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules.
Always tell adults that the kids get the dirty jokes, it's your fault as a parent anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, just touch one for me.
We're sorry.
That one right there, you got it? Don't forget it.
All right, he's
Got
gotta
it?
take a
You got it
card.
right there?
Okay.
Got it? Now, here's what we're going to do, Antoine. I'm going to try to get your card doing something called shuffle tracking. This is a little gambling thing. I want to estimate with my fingertips. Look, if I cut, I mix, I shuffle, boom, boom, boom. This is not. I divide by pi. Boom, boom, boom.
He's doing a lot with his hands,
he's-
folks.
Exactly, yep. I think I got it, yep. Hold your hand out for me if you would. One card out of 52 cards, look. I went with the Jack of Clubs. Was your card the Jack of Clubs, yay or nay?
I don't fucking remember. No, it's not.
Well,
It wasn't.
yeah. That means you were one Jack off.
Got him.
Who doesn't like
God,
it?
I love when that falls in my lap. That's awesome. What was your card for real?
5 of club.
6 of clubs.
No, hell, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was 6 of clubs. 'Cause that's the one in your hand. It was
You're
6 of
about
clubs,
to
yeah.
lay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's
What
like
is
what
that?
he did to
That's
me,
a 6 of
guys.
clubs.
He
That was
did
a
that
5
to
of
me.
clubs. I'm just messing with him. I've had him going crazy. There it is. Like, there he goes. Boom.
Stop
That's
it.
a 5.
Yeah.
He
I
put
tell
it
you-
in your hand.
I don't like that you're
At
playing
least I didn't
games
put it
with
beside
my
my
face.
balls.
Hey, the podcast is early.
Yeah,
But I
honestly,
tell
at
you
this
what we'll
point,
do
I
here.
don't
Look,
doubt
do me
you
a favor
can't
if you
do
would.
that.
Just say stop on a card for me.
Stop.
You got a card there?
Yep.
Got it? Now you're thinking of one in the red deck, right? This blue deck here. See this one? This has been here the entire time. Watch. In this blue deck, if you notice, one card's reversed right here. I predicted the king of spades. Is that it?
No.
Well, good, because it says here, you will not choose the king of spades. I knew you wouldn't. So, but what card are you thinking of?
What, the card on Antwan?
Yeah.
2 of diamonds.
No, the one you looked at in the deck.
Oh, shit. 7.
7 of diamonds, which is weird because, see, this whole deck here is all 7s of diamonds because I knew you would think of it. And what's weird is when I knew you walked in
shit.
earlier, on the back
What
of
the
your right
fuck?
hand, you have a 7 of diamonds tattooed. Look.
No.
A 7 with a diamond next to it. Look at his face. Look.
Dude, hold that up.
What? Oh my
I
gosh.
think he stamped me before I sat down.
What?
Over here.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's why I'm here.
Wow. Holy cow. So do you just like, I mean, well, like, how do you do this professionally? How do you do this for a living? Do like, people pay you to come and just
Absolutely.
fucking play tricks
Most of
on
the time I
them?
just show up and I do, we'll do card tricks for food and beer.
And you do more than you do more than card tricks too, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are the other tricks you do?
You know what, let's do something here. I got something cool.
Well, I wasn't trying to like put you on the
I
spot.
don't want to use my phone. Can I use your phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
open your
that's
phone up.
bad.
All right. Let me.
It's bad. Is it on the
That's bad.
the calculator?
Yep.
I tell you what, can you see this from above here?
Put the calculator on
Oh
the
my
screen.
God. There was
Again,
one
this is
episode
your,
where we talked about
subscribe.
things
All right,
on your
cool.
phone, Aaron.
To
Do me
Drinking
a
Bro
favor,
Sports
Antoine,
YouTube.
check this out. We're going to do, I know we'll have some people in the audience help me out here. Antoine, type in any 3 digits you like on his phone, on the calculator. Type in any 3 digits.
Antoine Harris just touched my phone.
Okay? We're going to hit times. Look,
Fucking cool.
we're going to hit times like that. And Antoine, point to anyone in the room here. Anyone in the audience, point to him.
Look at Lindsay back there.
Little
She's
man
like,
right
"Pick
here.
me,
Got
pick
it? Xavier,
me."
right? Hey, you can do it.
Put
here.
your
Do me a
boobs
favor.
away, Lindsay.
Name
Put your
on-
boobs away. That's not how you get picked.
Hey, name a 3-digit number.
Yeah, you.
3 digits.
There's so many to pick from.
325. Now look.
325. He
Look.
picks 325.
3, 2, 5. We'll hit times. Tell you what, you get to choose someone. Turn around and point to anyone in the audience.
This kid's wearing a Steelers shirt.
See
which
the
is,
guy in the blue with the Carolina
ballsy
on?
move tonight.
Point to Jesus.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that is Jesus.
I called on. Hey,
God,
I called on him, dude.
Christ is here.
Jesus, name a number. Don't do 666. But Jesus, do a number. Do any 3-digit number.
We have a guy in the audience that looks just like Jesus.
Oh, there we go.
669. Jesus, come
You got
on.
up your phone
That's
back.
Come on,
not my
Jesus.
How you up your
Jesus.
phone up
Come
again?
on, that's not my Jesus.
No.
Okay.
69. Hang
Jesus, go to your room.
Time 669. Yahweh, do me a favor.
Yahweh.
Point to anyone in the audience
on.
here.
Yahweh. Oh, yeah.
Name any 2-digit number. 42.
42. She picks
And I'm
42.
going to hit times one more time, and you point to anyone else. We'll do one more. That's fucking Keith Hackle. Get the hell out of here. I grew up this cat right here.
Fucking Keith Hackle.
No, the thing is.
What did you pick?
No, it's going to be a single-digit number. I don't want to go above your. I don't go above your graduation level.
3. He
Do
picks-
do a number 1 to 10. 3 times 3, and it comes out to. Can you guys zoom in on this? It is 7,771,541. Would you guys all agree that you guys created this number on his phone? That's pretty fair, right?
Yeah.
It was fair, right? Look at my prediction I've had right here since the very beginning.
No.
My prediction right here is 771-541. Damn it, man. Do your face shit again.
Fuck, man, my phone.
Be careful when
there
you
we go,
open
there
Eric's
we go.
phone.
Yep.
No.
There's a lot of porn on there.
My prediction matches. But here's the thing. This is his phone, and they always say there's magic in a name. The reason I'm here is because of...
that fucking spells instill distilling.
No, when you turn it upside down, it spells instill.
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Makers of the finest rum on the planet. How does that even happen?
I'm leaving.
Yep. And since we're doing this thing here, to give him a shout out, last Friday there's a thing called the John Barley Corn Awards, which is like a very rare award for rum guys.
Let's talk about
And he
this,
won
Joel.
gold.
Oh, yes. It's
very hard to get.
Company won gold. Listen, Joel, gosh, dude.
Look,
what an
you
honor.
guys created the number.
You did.
And on his phone, it's instill, so you keep your cheap souvenir. There you go.
Jeez,
There
that
you
is.
go. We're gonna frame that, Eric.
Listen,
you
I
gotta
am
put it
gonna
up
frame
next
it.
door, dude.
That is intense. I'm wowed in many ways. Joel, what else do you have going on in life? Like,
Nothing.
shit, you have nothing else going on?
Nothing at all.
Like, you just do magic all day, every day?
Never.
You don't do magic all day?
Never.
Do you ever do magic tricks while you're taking a shit?
Absolutely.
I do all my best studying when I'm taking a poop. If they said that colon cancer comes from sitting on the toilet too long, I am fucked. Because I sit on the toilet for a very long time and read a lot.
Well, I
Do
sit
you ever
on
do
the
magic
toilet and play
tricks?
poker.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a poker player?
Do you get fucked?
No, I do not get fucked. Not on the
Not on the
toilet.
toilet.
During COVID times, I've actually been at home a lot in the last 9 months, and I've been doing a lot of strip solitaire. So
Strip solitaire against
it's
yourself?
a good way to get to know yourself. Seriously.
Yeah.
Incredible. So it's a
man.
fun time. So.
Man, my mom is here tonight. She's actually drove in all the way from Florida.
Oh, you know what?
And didn't even know that she would be at this podcast tonight. She doesn't like to hear me swear. So, Mom, I apologize for these guys'
That's
these
right.
actions.
You're homeless right now, right?
I haven't
Her
said
house
anything.
sold in, what?
She
70
did. She
something?
just sold
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She just sold her house today.
Yeah.
You guys sold your house today. Congratulations.
Do you
38
need-
years.
Do you need
Sold
somewhere to
her house.
stay? All 38 years, yeah.
Do not stay with Joel because
Yeah. No, I ain't talking about
your
Dora. I ain't talking
virginity
about
will
your dad.
magically disappear.
He can stay with you. But he goes, God, that's just so brutal, man. Jesus Christ. Hey,
Our producer is losing his shit
while,
right now.
while you,
He doesn't like
so-
when we cuss either.
So this is your mom here?
Yeah, in the red coat.
I tell you what, can I borrow
Smoke
$1
show.
bill from someone?
Who's got a dollar bill? Somebody get a dollar bill. Lindsay, I know you got dollar bills.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, bring it up, yeah.
What, Dad?
I know
Oh,
you got
Pittsburgh's still a
bills.
dollar bill.
Dollar bill, yo.
He had to throw that there. A Pittsburgh Steelers dollar bill. I love it. And where's that? You had me a marker back
Yeah,
here.
there's a marker right there.
I tell you
He's
what,
got a dollar
hey-
bill in his hand.
Hey,
and
let's
he's got a
get your
magic
hey,
marker.
let's get your mom up here. Come up for a
Ooh,
second.
Mama Tansy,
Come here,
come on
Mommy.
up. Didn't think you'd be here tonight, did you?
Can I call you? Can I call you mommy? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Do me a favor. Put your, she goes, sure. She goes, whatever.
Yeah.
Mommy, do me a favor. Put your first, middle, and last initial there.
Oh, no, Mom. You don't have to do
Yeah,
any
you
of
have the
this.
prettiest hair.
Oh, he's
do,
petting her.
really.
He's petting my
Hey,
mom.
Mama, turn the pen
He's
to
petting
the
my
other
mom.
side.
No,
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Shit.
Oh, it's
You
one
don't
of
get
the
out much,
fancy
do you?
Sharpies.
She's all flustered. You're a handsome man. Look, she's turning
Oh,
red.
my goodness. There you go. You stay right here, okay? Because I'm going to do this for you.
Oh, stay here, Mom.
Get right. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Which way is she going here? I can't tell. Right there. Stay here.
Stay right there.
Now, check this out, guys. There's a lot of features of money that most people don't know about. What is your first and last name? Patsy Tansy. That would be an awesome stripper name. Seriously.
Oh, come
No.
on.
Patsy Tansy on the platinum stage up next. Right, yeah. But I've got her initials on this dollar here. Can you do a zoom up there? Check it out. There's her name there.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of features of money that most people don't know about. For example, the spider webs and all that. But every dollar comes from one of 12 banks or mints, I guess. And you watch the F right here. You can see this. Look, if you see the F, Antoine, you be the witness here, man. You help me out, Tansy. Look at this. If I drag this seal, look, I can actually start to drag.
You watching, Mom?
I can drag the seal on this dollar, look.
What the fuck?
And I can drag it all
Pardon
the
my
way
French.
over.
You just
And now the seal has
What?
completely moved
Who gave him that
from
dollar?
here. Buddha did.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep. Well, no, dude. Look,
what
Steelers
happened?
fans always get fucked. Yeah, and it's moved over. Now check it out.
What?
Antoine, check that out for me if you would, man. Make sure it's legit.
Stop.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Watch.
How does it get better? You just moved.
How'd you do that, man?
With your name still in the dollar, and here's the seal here. Check it out. Patsy, if you would, grab that corner right there for me, if you would, and keep it right there in camera. See my finger here? What is your middle name? What's the T stand for?
Yeah,
have to
say
say
that
it.
middle name.
Say
What's
it.
that middle name? Thelma.
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 That's a better
Yeah,
stripper name.
right.
Thelma, Platinum Stage, up next.
Thelma. Thelma.
Next up at the Waffle House. Watch. Yeah, there you go. Watch.
Let's give her a better
Yeah,
place
look at this,
than
look at
that,
this.
man.
If you know,
Come on.
if I rub my name, watch what happens. You can see, Antoine, watch this. Look at this. Patsy, Thelma, Tansy.
Give her the card. Let's see.
Patsy,
Look at it.
It says it.
Thelma, Tansy.
I'm not okay with this.
Are you serious?
I don't.
You
He
can
just
keep
put your
that,
whole
yeah.
name on that thing with his finger.
I don't feel good.
I'm
Don't
going to
call
throw
out
up.
to your
I feel like I'm going
husband.
to throw up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You keep
throw
that.
up.
Yeah. Where's my other one?
What in the? I'm not allowed to cuss in front of my mom. She's standing right in front of me.
I
Oh, by the
fucking-
way,
bad.
it's just great about her is she doesn't swear at all, and they try to trick her into it. So she goes like, holy S-H-I-T. She will not swear.
No,
So before the night's over, I'm going to get you to say one swear word.
Good
What's that?
luck. Good.
Oh, Jesus. Look, you curse, Jesus can give you forgiveness on the spot. Yeah.
Jesus, for our YouTube listeners, can you come up here and put your face
Yeah, I
on
like
camera?
your beard.
Come on,
Come here.
come on up here, Jesus.
I mean,
Jesus can have a beard. He's fine. He's Jesus. He does whatever he wants.
Eric wants to
He does
smell
whatever
your
he wants.
beard.
Look,
I've known this
If you're
guy.
not-
I've known this guy since he was born. I've known
You
his
do
dad.
know- you know this guy?
His dad is my brother's
there
best
you
friend
go.
growing
Like,
up, and
yeah, right there. Just turn and look forward. Camera's on.
let's
That is
get-
Jesus. If you're not following us on YouTube, drinking
hey
Road Sports,
Jesus,
Jesus is on the show.
happy birthday
it's
tomorrow.
a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
Happy birthday Friday, Jesus. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
We
Eve.
love you, Jesus.
Yes, we love you, Jesus. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, Jesus.
What's the old
Are you a
clap?
Carolina fan?
Tar Heels need Jesus right now.
all
Do
right.
they? They need more than Jesus.
Definitely do.
Yeah,
They
took
need
us
more
to
than
loss
Jesus.
last night, but
So-
we still believe.
Well, we can all live on a hope and a prayer. Joel, you've got magic going on. You've got, obviously, you're friends with Antoine Harris over here. How did you meet Antoine?
Yeah, it's pretty magical.
We're my friend Todd over here. We actually had our kickoff. My business partner here, Pete, which is
How do you have a business partner in magic? Does he like
we
help
don't.
you?
We have our side thing.
What's
It's,
your side thing?
We have a company called Revel Nation. Matter of fact, you see the guy on the
Revel
Zoom
I
right here.
see him.
That's Emmett. You actually met him.
I did
Oh,
meet
okay.
Emmett.
But we have a new company called Revel Nation, and we have a brand new app coming out January. It's our version of TikTok and all all that stuff. And it launches in I think
Wait a minute, wait a
January.
minute. Did you just say that you have a new version of TikTok coming out?
Yep, it's going to be launched. It's like Zoom,
Listen, I'm a
WhatsApp.
social media whore.
Absolutely.
I've used
What-
TikTok a lot.
Yep.
What
What
date?
is
Do you
a
have a date?
what does a new TikTok
It's
look like?
Zoom, WhatsApp, TikTok, all combined into one with all the bullshit. And this guy you see here, you met him the other day. He
Emmett.
absolute genius. I mean, absolute amazing genius. And this thing launches India? January to 1.5 billion people.
Billion
And-
with a B.
Billion.
Like a B is
Yeah.
in butthole.
B is in bungus. Yes.
Bungus. That's a good
Yes.
word.
And
Much better word than I came up
and
with.
It's a tie-in to our Revel Nation stuff, which you saw the presentation
Yes.
for, which links all of academia to all schools, colleges, universities in America. And this thing is a game changer. I mean, like I know you saw the hour-long presentation the other day, and you actually had a
I did
Zoom
it.
call.
This was the
And,
craziest pre-interview
over, like, in
interview
like,
I've
in
ever
like
had.
30 seconds, just tell
Sure.
the world right now what you thought
Listen,
about
I'm a social media whore, and it would be very hard to get me off of Facebook and TikTok. I do it all, Instagram. But I played on this for an hour, and they had to stop me. I was like a 5-year-old child that just got addicted to 007 on Nintendo 64 for the first time. It was a beautiful app, and I thought, man, this is definitely
And
going
basically,
somewhere.
Rebel use like YouTube, but it links all.
Because look, I've
schools,
tried all the
social
new
media.
ones. I tried the Parlor. I've tried all the new little social media gadgets. I don't like them. Don't care. A lot of politics, a lot of bullshit.
But you saw him do a side-by-side
Yeah,
comparison.
it was fucking
and
crazy.
basically, like TikTok and Zoom and all that combined into one. TikTok is
Listen, we're not-
child's-
the-
it's
Revelation's not
completely
even
child's play to
sponsoring
what
us.
we've got launching, and we're going to put a link up. Noel's going to put a link
Yeah.
up for the YouTube
Do it.
video.
Listen.
So when you guys hear this, go and watch the video of me doing magic.
Revel
and
Nation
click on
doesn't
the-
even sponsor us, and I will tell you, Noel,
That's
our
pretty
producer,
legit, guys.
put that link up on there. I don't care if we get in trouble for it. It's cool enough that I want to say that I put a post of it up on our podcast, and we were one of the first. 'Cause I don't know, has that podcast ever put your link up on podcast?
First time.
We'll be the
time ever.
first. Well, we like being the first.
And
do you have it?
in
Noel?
January, Emmett, he's actually from India, but he lives in Canada. But he's launching this thing in India to 1.5 billion
Is his
people.
real name Emmett? What's his real name?
Emmett.
From India? They've
Amit-
got
he
the
said- he
name
says it
Emmett
better
in
than I do.
India? Amitavo.
Amitavo.
See, I knew it couldn't be Emmett, but Emmett's a dope name. I like Emmett. Amitavo.
But the guy you
Amitavo
see here,
Mandali.
like, turn that way.
Love it.
Turn that
I'm
way.
actually, we're FaceTiming with this guy
Yeah,
right now. Which
This
is
guy
pretty cool.
here
He's
is
watching
an
us.
absolute tech genius, and we just happen to have this guy come into our lives, us three, and what we're doing is, yes or no, is it a game changer?
That's a game changer.
Total
I
game
wouldn't
in front
say
of
it
the
if I didn't
camera,
believe
man.
it. It's a game.
Total game changer.
Everybody
changer.
watching.
And by the way, whenever,
or
like a
listening,
year
we're
from
showing
now,
on the
when
camera right
you're
now.
downloading, your kids are downloading, you're downloading Play You. Remember, this
Play
is the first
You.
time you saw it, heard it. This is the first time in the world going out to
Yeah,
16
because I think
million people.
when we went to do this pre-podcast interview, you were like, sit down, I'm going to show you something. And you were like, normally we would make you sign a non-disclosure form, but tonight we don't have to because we just got a letter that we're good to go. We're launching this thing. You'll be the first one to see it without signing a non-disclosure
Joel,
form.
this
I
thing
played with
will-
it for an hour and was blown.
Joel, I missed the
away.
date. When is it getting long? What's the exact
January
date?
what?
It's mid-January.
Mid-January.
All right.
And,
Mid-January.
I'll promise you this. Everybody in this room will have this thing on their phone in a year. Remember, you saw it here. And that's all I can say. This guy has done.
Drinking Bros
I mean,
Sports.
just blows me away. He gets to
Tailgate
talking. I'm
legends.
going to do this over my head, dude. I'm a
Tailgate.
Southern boy from
Well,
Johnson
look,
County.
man, it's awesome that
So,
you let us have
this
that
thing
on
How
the
did you get
podcast.
involved in that? How did you get involved in
He
that?
and I met through an intervention, like
An intervention?
Not like
Yeah,
not,
okay.
not that
Okay.
intervention. No, somebody else's intervention. No,
Intervention,
but no, just through divine intervention. And we got to talking one day, and and they had been working on this thing about 3 years. And
Yeah, I was
and-
talking to Pete the other day, and he
Yeah.
says it's like 3 years.
Yeah, this was way before TikTok got banned in China and all that crazy
yeah.
shit and all that stuff. So this was way ahead of the game. And what he's done for this thing is absolutely.
What's
a
it called?
It's called Play You.
Play You,
Yep, And
P-L-A-Y.
he's going to put the link up on our
You.
YouTube page
So
because I
look,
sent it to him earlier.
you know, the other thing that clicks with me, with me and you, Joel, and Pete, is, you know, we talk about humility all the time, and the two of you guys are hella humble, and it's pretty cool to be part of a launch of something with humility. You know what I'm saying? Like, people come, oh, look what I'm making. I'm fucking awesome. You guys are like, check this out. It's all right.
Here's the thing. Other than my like close friends and like and up to you like 2 weeks ago, nobody even has a clue about this until until this thing launches. You're like, where in the hell did this come from? You know what I
It's
mean?
intense.
Yeah, it's-
I had a great time. I was on it for an hour, and I couldn't get enough of it. I mean, there was everything that I wanted: chatting, YouTube, everything that a man could want in his social media webs, without the politics, without the bullshit.
And I will tell you
but
this.
you could choose to get involved in the bullshit
This
if you want
thing,
to.
when
which
it
is cool.
launches, is a world.
Sometimes I want to get up in that bullshit.
And I'm not saying it
you know what
because
I'm saying?
I would say it if it was yours, but I'm saying this: what he's done with this thing is a world game changer.
It is. No, 100%, man. I cannot
And
wait.
this thing will go out to 16 million viewers on the YouTube show and the podcast show. Play You, look for it.
It's coming.
This guy here is
Play
coming,
You,
and it's going to
Revel
change
Nation,
the fucking world. So there you go.
Fucking game
So-
changer.
Let's get
Is there
foodie,
anything
man.
you'd like to say, Pete?
Playu.io.
Playu.io.
Man, I'm excited.
Remember that, playu.io. So there you go.
I'm excited. Look, I've seen a lot of magic here. Antoine, if you've ever had magic in your mouth, you probably haven't. But if you've put something that Chef Puhak has created in your mouth, then you have had magic in your mouth. Chef Joe, what are you cooking today? And are we able to eat it right now?
So yeah, it's in
Or in
the
the
works
next 10
right
minutes,
now. In
20
the next
minutes.
10 minutes or so, whatever.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll
What
get
is it?
we'll get foodie first. But like I said, I've got the Super Bowl champ chowder in honor of.
Is that what it's called? Super
Yeah.
Bowl champ chowder.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. In honor of him coming on the show, I wrote it for him. And in addition to that, we got the Claytona Beach sticky nuts. I want to ask some food questions to this gentleman right here, because is it Zydeco or Zydeco?
Used to be Zydeco.
Why did you pick that, man? I did some research on that word.
Well, it's correct. Cajun. Our first Super Bowl was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
My kid's godfather is Otis Smith, who I played with, is from New Orleans. So I've been to New Orleans, and his family's cooked the gumbo and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
4th of July, they used to come up to Maryland, where he lives at, and cook everything. So I fell in love with Cajun food. So when it was time for me to name my spot, I knew how to cook a little bit. So I liked the thing with Zydeco means it's Cajun, and it's
Yeah.
the type of music. So I was going to
So-
have live bands.
Yeah,
so-
that was my next question. Is Zydeco? I was actually listening to it all day, prepping for the podcast, and I'm a blues and a jazz guy, and like I'd never listened to Zydeco before, and I liked it, and I was wondering if that was like a play on the food aspect, Cajun Creole, as well as the music.
Well, the music really, because I mean the music not, because we've had so many everything. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had everything play at Zydeco, but it was mostly of the food and the Cajun food. That was the main focus of what we served.
So I was reading some interviews that you had done in the past, and you said that your grandmother and great grandmother were your biggest influences. Is that right?
Yes.
How'd that happen?
My grandmother and my great grandmother. Well, I played basketball, football, track. Did I miss something? Basketball, football, track, and baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I read
played,
4.
Yeah, I played all 4 sports. My mom was a single parent, and she worked her ass to death. I mean, she worked all the time, so I played AU basketball, I played travel baseball, I played everything. So I was like flying from here to there.
Wow.
And she made sure that I didn't miss anything. She wanted to make sure that whatever I wanted to do, it was going to be paid for.
Yeah.
And she worked her butt off and allowed me to do it. So, I mean, big ups to my mom.
Yeah,
Because,
big ups, man.
Without her, and one thing I did for her is my mom was in insurance, and she was working for a gentleman with Nationwide, and she was running his, I guess, his company for him. So once I made it to the league, I told her, I said, Mom, I said, you know what? You've helped me out so much, I'm going to help you out. I said, let's start our own insurance company.
Okay.
And she was like, you're joking. So what I did was I signed up, took my PNC and life license for the insurance, and then she said, oh, shit, no, you're really serious. I said, no, I'm serious. I said, you've been making this man all this money. I said, now it's time for you to make yourself all this money. So we started our own insurance company, which is Harris & Moore. She's a Moore, I'm a Harris. So, and that's how we name it. It's Harris & Moore Insurance Company. So, and she's doing wonderful. I mean, I give everything to my mom, but my grandmother.
Beautiful, man.
My mom's all right, dude.
But my grandmother and my great grandmother are the ones who cooked for me. I mean, my great grandmother cooked every day.
Yeah,
Every day.
in one particular interview you did, I think with the Downtowner, Raleigh Downtowner or something like that, is that ringing a bell? They came into your place, and you laid it on them. You and your chef laid it on them, and you had mentioned that your grandmother and great-grandmother were huge influences on your culinary viewpoint. So
Yes.
how did that happen?
Well, they were a big influence on me starting to cook, starting from Rice Krispies to the brownies to everything when I was young, and then cooking breakfast and so on. But the real big influences were my roommates in college, because they got tired of going out to eat, so I would mix some shit up, and every time that I would think it looked terrible, they was like, oh, this shit is good. So I kept mixing up different things, and then we put our money together and got a grill, and I cooked on the grill. For the summertime, I think I cooked every day on the grill in the summer, and we had a party. So then
what kind of cuisine were you guys into when you were doing that?
You said what?
What kind of food were you guys doing when you were doing
Grill.
What we would grill. We would go to Sam's. Well, we did a little bit of everything. I would cook everything. We would go to Sam's, so we would get about 10 to 15 football players, give us $5, go to Sam's, get all this stuff. I would come back, cook it up. We would have a party.
Yeah.
Girls, everything.
Yeah.
I was the main attraction.
That's right, man. Food.
The women love the food.
Hey,
So they
food
was
is
like,
how I landed my
Hey.
smoking hot Latina wife, man.
Woo.
Yeah.
So you know something. So you.
I do, man. I supposedly I can cook all right. So, anyways,
You still cooking? You still cook all the time or no?
Well, I cook for my family.
Yeah.
So I cook for my family, and I do a lot of catering. Like tomorrow, I have about.
You
probably
still
about-
do a lot of catering.
Yes.
Holy shit.
how did you know that you wanted to get into food? Like, at what point
You went
towards
from
the
the
end of your
NFL.
NFL where you were like, you know what, I need to do food?
Well, to be honest with you, if you've been to Boston,
yeah,
and you've
I
been to the
lived there for a
clubs
little
in
bit.
Boston, it's a whole lot different than they are in Raleigh, North Carolina. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Mexican, Filipino. It don't matter. Everybody goes to the club. Everybody's drinking. Everybody's talking to everybody. It's a great time. When you leave there, you don't have to worry about nobody getting kicked out, no fighting, no nothing.
Yeah, Barley's
And
kind of bad for that.
so when I came here, I was like, damn, let me try to get the same concept. So first I had it as a lounge with, food on one side and then a lounge on the other side where people can just lounge and drink. Well, of course, if you ain't selling no alcohol, then you ain't making no money in a restaurant. So I had to switch that up because the women would come and the guys would stand over here and all the damn women are sitting right here. So I'm looking like, well, damn, do I need to talk to all the women?
Yeah, we need to join them.
Yeah, so that's what it seemed like. So so I changed it up and I took all the lounge couches out and I put tables and chairs and took some away and tried to make guys talk to the women. It didn't work. So I just said, you know what? Our food is the main seller. So we sold more food and I did more events and catered a lot of stuff that it was just like, once they came to me and wanted to up the rent, I said, oh, no, I'm not going with this no more because I'm tired of seeing guys not talking to women. So
Yeah.
I got out of that business.
Yeah. That sounds like you still got your feet in a little bit, huh?
Well, I got my feet into cooking.
Okay.
Where I can go in my new house, I have a commercial kitchen in the back. So I go out there, I cook the food, put my TV on, put my music on, whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't
You have a
to
commercial kitchen
Yes.
in your house,
Well, not in my house, behind my house.
behind your
He's got an
house.
amazing new
Yes.
house. by
Are
the
you
way.
serious?
Yes.
Tell him about your new house, by the way. He just built a new house. So
Well, it's a one-story house. It was my dream house because I said I'm going to get old. When people get old, they may have the little carts where you have to drive or a wheelchair. I said I don't have to move no damn where. I can ride my wheelchair, whatever I need to, through the house if I have to. And it was just, to me, I actually got my wife input. It was really my plans, but I let her put her input on it.
Sure.
So she wouldn't feel
She's
like.
probably at home being like, no, I let you put your input on it.
No, I made her put her input in it. It was just like, no, you're going to do this part and do this part. So I picked what I liked. She picked what she liked. I had my own man cave. I picked all that stuff. She picked all the court site and all that other stuff and
Yeah.
this kitchen. So
That's awesome, man.
she happy, I'm happy.
Man,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Happy life is a happy life.
Look,
Got that right.
you've made Chef Puhak's night because Chef
Oh,
Puhak
man.
wants to have a commercial chicken behind
A chicken.
commercial
I want a commercial
kitchen. Commercial chicken. Boy, this Instill
beer's
Distilling
hitting hard,
soaked
Mom.
rum beer is hitting hard.
Yeah.
But Chef Puhak wants a commercial kitchen behind his house.
Yeah.
But you do pretty good in the kitchen that you
I do
got.
all right.
Did you?
Do all right. I can
Let
do
me
all
go-
right in
Let
a
me go and
tailgate,
throw
too.
one other thing in about this guy right here to show you his work ethic, just to teach his kids,
How many kids you
nothing's
got?
free.
3.
3 kids.
Nice.
What are the ages?
Me too.
14, 13, and 2.
14, 13.
Young
2
kids.
girls and a boy, and the boy's the youngest. So
All right.
Obviously,
the
the guy doesn't
2-year-old
have,
was
he
the
doesn't have to work,
wild
but
ball.
my friend Todd here has a trucking company, and he's been working with Todd for a long time. First one there, last guy to leave.
Wait a minute. I'm
Now
falling
you're
behind.
all screwed up.
So now you've got a catering company. Now you've got.
No, he's in trucking.
Now
This is
you're
the
in a
hardest
trucking
working dude who
company.
doesn't need to work you've ever
Holy
met in your life.
cow! You're a Super Bowl champion. Yeah. Now okay, so
This guy
walk me
right here
through
has
it.
a trucking company. right
You've
over
got a
here.
trucking company. One, you're huge.
Well, he's got-
Never would fight you ever.
I kicked his beer over.
And
Did you really?
I did.
this guy
That
right
dude-
here, he's the first one there, last guy to leave. Every day teaches his kids work ethic. Nothing's for free. He's a role model. for
Antoine
his
is the
kids to
first
work.
person to show up and the last person to leave
I work hard.
all day. What time do you go to
That's
work?
how you got where you are, man.
Well, last night we went to work at 3
3 what?
in the morning.
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Stop.
What time did you get off?
About 12
PM.
12 noon.
12 noon.
That's-
Okay,
that's a
3
hard
a.m.
day,
to
man.
noon. Holy cow! So you're grinding right now.
Well, yeah, because
I
I
feel
got to
like
go
once
home
you
and prep for tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like after you got 2 Super Bowl rings, why don't you just sit down and chill?
Yeah.
I can't.
Three Super Bowl rings.
3 Super
No,
Bowl
actually,
rings.
I only have 2.
Two.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't give me
but the
that.
other
Yeah,
one, I got you. Another one.
yeah, I can't.
At
I
that
can't
point,
sit
I'm just
down.
not doing anything in the world. I'd be like, you know what? I've got 2 Super Bowl rings. You do it for me.
Even my mom's like, you need to take some rest. I can't.
You're still working multiple jobs,
I love it.
grinding.
You're the man, dude.
You love it.
I love it. If I didn't, I would be fat as hell.
Do you still work out a lot? You still working out a lot?
I just started back.
You look like you work out a lot.
Yeah, you're
What's
fit,
your
man.
40 right now?
Slow as hell. Well, let me tell you
Still
this.
faster than my
My youngest daughter, she runs track, and she's very fast. But I had to show her that she can't outrun her daddy. but I paid for it the
Yeah,
next day. Oh, God.
Listen, my kids are really into skateboarding, so we go to the skate park a lot. And, I try to stay in the background. I don't want to live vicariously through my kids, but every once in a while, my oldest son gives me that twinkle in his eye. Where he's like, Dad, you better show up today and show me something. And I do it. And
You
I'm
dropped
hurting.
in recently, didn't you?
I do it every once in a while, but man, I tell you, it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's.
I wanna see you
and
wreck.
It isn't pretty. It's not pretty.
He said, "I want to see you."
I
wreck."
wreck. Well, that's easy. That's
wanna
the one
see you
trick.
wreck.
That's the one trick I'm good at is wrecking. It's falling. Listen, this is that point in the show
Yeah, I need to plate some food, man.
where Chef Puhak.
Hold on. Eric, do you want to taste my nuts?
Yes, always.
They're sticky.
Always.
Well, Eric, I've already ate 2 bags of his nuts.
And did you like them?
They were pretty good.
Chef
All right.
Puhak,
All right.
You know what?
Super
Chef
Bowl
Puhak,
champ likes my nuts.
Chef Puhak can put whatever he wants in my mouth. I don't care because it all
shit.
tastes good. It's always tasted good. This is our partner show where we've got a new co-host on this show. His name is Boston Joe
We call him BJ.
because he's from California, San Diego. Just kidding. He's from Boston. But I think it's that time of the night where we get a BJ.
Yeah, it's time for a
An
BJ.
old Boston Joey.
All right.
Boston Joey, come over here and blow us away with a really great sports update, because this wouldn't be a sports podcast without a sports update. What games do we have going on this week, and what should we worry about? What should we care about? And what should we not care about?
Well, we shouldn't care about anything. Pats are out, right?
The Pats are out.
They're
Well,
done.
we were just talking beforehand.
But is the Pats if Tom Brady's not there? So aren't the new Pats Tampa Bay?
We can pretend right now, but you don't believe in them. We were talking before the show, and you're not a big believer in Tom right now. I don't know what's going on with that.
What?
I mean, you saw it firsthand.
No,
You should be the
it's-
biggest believer around, no?
Well, I mean,
What if he
Tom
gets
is
his
Tom,
Edelman?
but the team is terrible.
What if he finds his Edelman? Do you think it's a game changer, or do you think still no?
Their
You
defense
found him at
can't
Scotty
stop
Miller.
nobody.
You're a defensive guy.
Yeah, I'm a defensive guy, so the
All right,
defense
all right.
in Tampa is not stopping anybody.
Well, you brought up the defense. You were a part of a great defense. You know, that first Super Bowl against the Rams, you got Willie McGinnis, Teddy Bruschi, Mike
Yes.
Vrabel, all those boys. So
What's
Brady
up with
was-
Teddy Bruschi? Is he still around?
Yes,
I
he's
mean,
on the.
He's doing his thing.
He's
I
doing
mean,
his thing. He's doing what?
Are you friends
Was
with
it
him?
ESPN? Oh, ESPN.
You still
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
him?
Well, we speak on through text and stuff. Like,
Okay.
I speak to a lot of guys. Like we'll text each other and stuff like that.
I got you,
Or
I
when
got
I
you.
do get on Instagram, I'll say something to them.
who are you tightest with? Because, obviously you and Troy Brown got that little moment that Buddha's favorite
Well, the
moment.
guys that I still talk to, I'm like every other week. I talk to Otis, I talk to Ty, I talk to Lawyer. I will speak to Bucky Jones once in a blue.
Okay.
So that's about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Troy's son's in the NBA right now, and if you're keeping track of that, he's on the Wizards. Troy Brown Jr.
The Wizards.
Yeah, the Wizards. Boston
The
Joe's got to
Wizards,
sound
the
like the
Boston
Wizards,
Wizards.
right?
Troy
Yeah.
Brown, I didn't even know that.
You didn't even know that. Yeah, you got to hit him up and talk to him about it. Yeah, I mean,
Dang.
he's doing his thing, playing for the Wizards right now. They just traded away John Wall, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit of a different, they got
What's
Russell
the
Westbrook
game of the
now.
week this week?
I'd say the game of the week is probably the Rams and the Seahawks, because the Rams just lost to the Jets. And it's not good losing to the Jets. So Seahawks and Rams playing for that division. The
Who you taking? Who you
NFC West.
picking?
I mean, I love Russell Wilson, man. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of
By the
Russell
way,
Wilson.
mybookie.com, if you're not on mybookie.com, that's another one of the sponsors of the Drinking Bros Sports, mybookie.com. You've got to get on there and put your bets on. If you're not following Drinking Bros Sports, they give you all the gambling or all the bets updates. So you would put your bet on?
Seahawks. I don't bet against Russell Wilson.
You gonna bet on
I'm a big fan of Russell.
after the Rams just got beat by the
Doesn't
Jets?
matter. It doesn't matter. I think Jared Goff's a fraud. I don't think they have it. I mean, Aaron Donald's a beast, but the rest of that squad, I don't really believe in.
No, they got a pretty good defense though.
Yeah, and I know you're a defensive guy, but if you have a quarterback like Jared Goff, who most of the time kind of looks like, I don't know where I am right now. He's like a poor man's Ryan Gosling. Who was a liability, and remember the Titans, let's not forget his defensive back. But no, honestly, it's kind of like a passing of the torch where you got the Bills for the first time since '95 winning that division. You won that division a couple times in New England, obviously,
Yes.
so it's kind of weird to see a different team winning that division right now. And then the Dolphins making a case for a little run in the playoffs too, playing the Raiders coming up. That's going to be a big game.
Dolphins and the Raiders.
Dolphins and the Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, yeah. Well,
How
don't tell
weird
John
is that,
Gruden.
Antoine?
He wore the wrong hat the other week.
Did he really?
He got some flack for that.
You were
It
at
said-
Los
it said
Angeles?
Oakland Raiders.
Oh,
on it.
Oakland. Yeah,
And then
yeah,
he came back after halftime, got him the right hat. But
Got some.
so
Goodness gracious.
But you were talking about that first Super Bowl, and you talked about your mom and everything. I'm a mama's boy too. Now I didn't play at a high level like you, but I did play a little football, and everyone who I grew up with after you guys won that first Super Bowl. Go play Pop Warner. It inspired everyone to play football. But the whole thing was, you guys came out as a team, right? That was the big deal. Before, they introduced people one at a time. Here's Kurt Warner, here's Terry Holt, and you guys just came out as a squad. Whose idea was that? Was that Bill?
No.
Just you guys just all, you guys just decided?
I mean, on that team, we had a lot of guys that was influenced, that would influence, and Bill would listen to them and stuff like that. So you forgot, we came out as a team. We didn't just start then. We had started coming out in a team probably, a month or so before, 2 months before that. So we had already said that, we were playing like a team, we practiced like a team, we should come out like a team. So that's how it all started.
Yeah. And that's really what kind of changed the game because, greatest show on turf. You guys were, I think, 13.5-point underdogs, the biggest underdogs at the time. So that was great.
But you know what, though? It's crazy because when we went back for our 15-year anniversary of the first Super Bowl, they said that they weren't going to have another 15-year anniversary for nobody else because they said that we're the ones who started it. We're the ones who started the tradition, and he was going to leave it like that. So I was happy.
What is that dynasty? I mean, do you think that dynasty, who would you say is the captain of the New England Patriots dynasty?
Bill or Tom? 49-51?
Got to be Bill and Tom.
Bill and
Got to
Tom.
put them together, yeah.
Is he the real deal, Tom? Bill or Tom? Is Tom Brady the real deal? In your eyes?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
But did you think he was back then? Because you talked about the defense. He was a game manager.
Well, I'm going to say this. Our first year, which me and Tom got drafted the same year.
Okay.
You got drafted before him, though. A couple picks.
Well, I ain't get the damn money he got.
Wait, you got picked before Tom Brady?
12
I got
picks
picked before. I got picked before. But the first year, you always can tell about quarterbacks. And people know when you run an out, most of the time in the league, if you can't throw it out, a DB is going to intercept it.
Okay.
So when we came back the next year, he had worked so hard that we thought that we could, pick on his outs. Like when we would just sit on him. Shit, that ball was coming so fast.
Yeah.
We weren't even touching it. So that's what we knew that he had worked out in. And just seeing him and Drew Bledsoe playing little games, like they play throwing games where they may put a bucket way over there and then and they would play for money. But you could tell that he was going to come back right, and he did.
And you don't think that's going to carry on to Tampa Bay?
I mean, yeah, he's carried on to Tampa Bay, but shit, it's a team that need to play together.
Sure. But you don't think he can build another team like he built?
He can't build a defense.
He's got some weapons.
What
though.
other
Antonio
what
Brown
other
got a
games we
touchdown.
got this weekend? What other games we got this weekend?
Well, we got the front-running Chiefs, and we got
The Chiefs are unstoppable. You think they're going to hit the Super
your
Bowl?
boy Mahomes. I mean, we were talking before.
Mahomie.
There's no one who's beaten the Chiefs in the AFC except for maybe those Buffalo Bills. But they're kind of front-runners. I mean, they only had that one weird loss to the Raiders earlier in the year. I mean, it's hard to pick against them. We were also talking before on the NFC side, the Saints. You got Drew Brees a little banged up, so it kind of really comes down to how he's going to play. But the Saints look good, and they match up real well against Tom Brady, and those Bucs beat him twice this year. So, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be a big week the next 2 weeks because it's going to be a lot of seeding. A different format for the playoffs this year. You have one team, the number one seed is going to get the bye. You got 7 teams making the playoffs, 3 wild card spots. So you're going to open up some doorways for other teams to kind of sneak in there. Teams like the Dolphins and Brian Flores, a Patriots guy, right? Coming.
Yes.
But I mean, you got your boy Mike Vrabel, right? I mean, you shared some times on the field with Mike Vrabel, who's coaching that Titans team. Derrick Henry's a beast. I mean, maybe not now, but back in your day, you wouldn't want to square up against Derrick Henry and try to tackle that guy, right?
Well, Derrick Henry doesn't really run people over like the old days.
You don't think so? He's got that mean stiff on him.
Who's the worst? Who's the worst guy? Who was the guy? Was there any guy on the field that you were like, fuck, I hope he doesn't get the ball? Is there anybody on the field back in the day?
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon.
Okay.
He runs hard as hell.
He fucking put the shoulder down on you
No,
or what?
hell no. When we was playing against Cincinnati, we was in Cincinnati. I saw Ted Johnson, if y'all know Ted Johnson, was a big hitter. I seen Ted Johnson go in the hole, fly out like Superman. I saw Lawyer Malloy go in the hole, fly out like Superman. Ain't no damn way Antwan going in the hole. Nah.
That's why you
I
guys
laid
picked
his
him up.
ass.
That's why you guys
Listen,
got-
who is your favorite safety of all time? If you could go back and picture, of all the safeties that you try to emulate or one that just inspired you, what was your favorite safety?
My favorite safety was Ronnie Lott growing up.
Okay.
But I can truly say that I played with some great safeties like Lloyd Malloy and Rodney Harrison. You talking about hits? Like, I learned if you see a pile, get your ass on the pile or get out the way.
Yeah.
Because the train is coming through. You know, because if you watch the football, what big linemen what they want to do? They like to run by the pile and look all tough.
Yeah.
I've seen their ass get knocked back the other way, trying to be tough. So I just move out the way.
Well, let me ask you this. You brought up Rodney Harrison. Rodney Harrison, like you said, always goes for the big hits, except for that one time with David Tyree catching that ball in his head. He didn't go for the hit. You ever ask him about that? You just kind of leave that alone.
I ain't going to ask him about that.
No, it's probably...
That could be a sensitive spot.
Yeah, he probably doesn't talk about that with Dungy on NBC either anytime soon.
Yeah, no.
See Brady throwing a little shade at Tony Dungy recently. Did you catch that on
No.
social medias?
I'm not on social media.
Well, then that's honestly the best thing you can do, honestly. But Tony Dungy said that Tom Brady is the 6th on his little list, that he made the 6th toughest quarterback to coach against. Tom didn't like that, so he posted a picture of when the Colts they were finalists for the AFC Championship game, which they lost. In 2014, they put a banner up for that. And in New England, they don't put banners up for stuff like that. But Brady didn't say no context, just the picture, and left it for Dungy to take a look at. Of course, Tony Dungy wasn't the coach of that team, but he threw him a little shade back. And I think it's different to see Tom on a different team, obviously in different colors, but it's like he's unfiltered because the Patriot way. Bill doesn't want.
He's definitely unfiltered now.
Yeah, he gets to say whatever the hell he wants. It's a little different. Same with Gronk, right? Gronk's able to kind of do and say what he wants. But when you were playing for Bill, right, is he the type of guy where you kind of hate him when you're playing for him, and then after the fact you appreciate him, or did you appreciate it the whole time through?
When you're playing for Bill, it's a business, and you come to work. If you're not gonna work, then you're gonna be shipped out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you love his mentality because he's there. As DBs, we used to go there early in the morning, run 3 miles on the treadmill. Bill was probably, when we walk in, he's about to leave from working out. So it's like, do you ever go home? Do you ever get some sleep? But he's lives, eat, and die football.
You can't question his ethic.
You cannot question it.
From an early age, you grew up
and that's
with
how
it,
he
right?
is. He watches enough film. Like, I don't know if y'all heard the thing where they did a thing about Cam Newton. Cam Newton said that Bill would come in and tell you about what's going to go on, and he would see it unravel and see it go as Bill said, and he was like, well, damn, what are you doing? Like, how do you know? And that's how it was for us, but until we got Spygate. But we would
Which was
in
nothing.
We would come in there, and like Bill would, on the defensive board, he would say, they're going to run these 10 plays in this order. And they would run them damn 10 plays in that order.
How did he know that? Eric
Now we know how
Mangini
he
told
knew.
him.
And then Eric Mangini told. That's probably why.
You don't like Eric Mangini right now,
Well,
do you?
Eric Mangini was my DB coach
Yeah.
when I first started.
But are you over it, him kind of being a snitch?
I don't care.
You don't
That
care?
didn't do nothing for me.
Those rings never go away, huh?
I got my ring, so.
Doesn't matter if they
I
try
mean,
to pull an asterisk next to it.
he
doesn't
did what he
matter.
wanted to do, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think they went on and improved. It wasn't video cameras to help him win that Super Bowl. It's guys like you who helped win that Super Bowl, so.
Oh, that's incredible. Joe, I smell some chowder cooking.
Say it right. Try again.
Are you ready to, what is it?
What's it called?
What do you say?
Chowder.
Chowder.
If you're going to say it, you got to say it right. Chowder. New England clam chowder.
Are you a Patriots fan?
Nah, I hate them.
What are you?
Of course I'm a Patriots.
Boston Joe.
I just told you. I mean, you got to understand.
I didn't know that. I
Houston
thought
Texans.
that accent was New Jersey. So sorry.
Guys my age, when
are
we
you
saw Tom
Chef
and you guys
Puak?
winning, it was like a game
I-
changer.
and-
You got food coming our way.
Look,
Am I eligible for that? Or?
No, of course you're not.
I'm going to be the toughest critic, though. I know my way around some clam chowder.
Listen,
so.
Boston Joey moved up from intern to co-host on
Just like
Drinking Boat
that.
Sports Tailgate. So we are going to have every episode, or at least we're going to work on it as long as it lasts, but we're going to have a sports minute with Boston Joe every show. So if you enjoyed having Joe today, you'll get more of them. Chef Puhak, get back in here. It's
been an honor.
Let me taste this chowder, as Boston Joey calls it, chowder. Do we have spoons? Do we have spoons?
No, you got to use your.
Oh, look at those. The faux metal spoons. The faux metal spoons. Are you gonna make it disappear, Joel? Oh no, these are real metal spoons. Look, take us out. Look, one, we've got a.
Oh, I love that. That was great.
One, you're not a real foodie if you don't take a picture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a picture of the chowder.
Nah, you know what I want? I want a picture of a Super Bowl champion.
Come on.
And a magician.
Here we go.
And an Eric
Bring it up here.
fucking Tansy.
Bring it up here. Look, grab your chowder. Everybody, is anybody allergic to seafood?
Everybody get in.
Come on, get in this picture. Let's look at the thing. There it is. There's that picture. We do it every show. Oh my gosh.
So you got New England clam chowder, right?
Yes.
And I mounted it with some scallion and sun-dried tomato sour cream. And I also mounted it with some sherry, right? So sounds fancy.
What?
Sherry.
Cherry.
Sherry.
Cherry wine.
So it's clam chowder, guys. I mean, it's super simple. It's milk, potatoes, and
It's
clams.
simple, but it doesn't suck.
Right, and that's the whole theme. Every time that I cook for this, you know, we're foodies, we're sports guys, and my thing is to fire you guys up to go out and be the alphas on the tailgating field. I want you guys to drop that big dick energy every time you go out there and you tailgate. People are like, "Gosh, dang, did you taste that food over there?" I mean, this is simple.
You didn't do a lot of cooking today,
No, I did about an hour before I came here.
and
So-
you just heated it up for the tailgate.
Yeah, and then I made my nuts a couple days ago and let them dry out.
So the nuts are. We've been referring to nuts this whole show. Joe Chef Puhak made nuts for dessert. Tell us about the nuts.
So I wanted to do something that highlighted your distillery in Still, as well as Deep River Brewing. And there's a beer in there, like we talked about it earlier, that highlights your rum and one of their Imperial Browns. And I was drinking it the other podcast here, and it's got like deep, funky roots, man, like the way that it tastes. And I thought I could make a reduction out of this. And so the reason the nuts are so sticky is because I took 56 ounces of beer and reduced it down to about 20 into a syrup. I put in some honey and some brown sugar and created damn near a paste. And then I tossed about 10 pounds of nuts in there, and then I put them on racks and let them dry for a few days in a sanitary environment. And here we go, man. You know, so
I mean, these are the nuts that I would take into a game. I love peanuts at a game. My dad always raised me that way. We went to baseball games. We went to a lot of summer games. I know that spring training games, and we always had peanuts. So nuts and baseball go hand in hand, but these are nuts on a different level.
yeah. So the whole thing with chowder, the reason I picked it is, you know, with you playing up in New England, I mean, chowder is like, I'm from Philadelphia, and like it even reaches down that far. Chowder is like a thing in the Northeast. I don't know if you noticed that when you're up there. And it was a no-brainer for me. I mean, it's cold outside right now. It's right around Christmas. What warms your bones better than chowder?
Nothing.
Right. So I was like, hell, I'm going to make chowder and make a recipe after this, man. So I did. And then I wanted to finish it off with something that highlighted you guys, but was sweet. And it's savory, too. The cool thing about it, man, is like if you smell my nuts, they're funky, man. Like they have like a beer distilled spirits odor to them. And when you eat them, it's like a juxtaposition of flavors. You've got salty, sweet, savory.
Are you gonna put a recipe up?
Yeah, I've
this
already
week
written
on
them.
Conspiracy Cuisine.
If you would have known he was doing Zydeco, the Cajun plate, you could have made Cajun clam chowder.
So I had an internal battle, man. When I was doing research on this gentleman, I was like, gosh, dang, man, do I do Cajun or do I? And I just said, fuck it, I'm going to go off the rails and do my own thing.
Right, New England, yeah.
Because he played up in New England, and you know we're here with the distillery and a brewery, and so I kind of went off the rails and did my own thing. But yeah, the recipes are going to be up on our social media. We're going to pump it out hard this week. In addition to that, you can check me out on YouTube. I just started, Noel, our producer, Noel White, was like, man, you've got to put some of your methods up. So I started a YouTube channel. And every recipe that we do, I'm going to do a little something and little pro tips here and there. And then I also have a Facebook called Conspiracy Cuisine Chef Puhak. You can go on there and see a few tips here and there. You know, I don't know everything, but I think I can make food taste all right. What do you guys think?
I fucking love it.
Good.
It fucking tastes good. Are we gonna finish out the night? Are you gonna do a magic trick for us, Antoine? You're holding the cards. Antoine Harris is holding the cards
I've got 2 more tricks I got to do.
Did you teach Antoine what he knows?
You lie. Man, you cheating ass. I had it in my hand. I was like, down. Yeah, I tell you what I will do. Check it out. Let's do a couple more tricks, and then and by the way, just to let you know, because we were talking about earlier about some of the he's gonna put the stuff up on the YouTube video of me. I do all the stuff for like Metallica, Godsmack, Slayer, Luke Combs, Rick Springfield, Pat Benatar, and he's going to put all the pictures up. But, we were talking earlier about what am I listening to now, and what's cool is I got to drop these guys just a cool little, give them props, is Shannon Larkin from Godsmack, who to me is one of the best drummers on the planet. Tony Rombolo, the guitarist for Godsmack, they have a side project called the Apocalypse Blues Revival. And their new CD just came out.
Apocalypse
matter of fact, it just popped up.
Revival.
And it's badass. Matter of fact, the bassist is a guy named Brian Carpenter. He was with Blackfoot. But it's the most amazing blues, rock and roll, fresh, to the point. It's absolutely amazing. So this just came out. If you guys want to check something out, he was asking me, what are you listening to now? So that's amazing. And these guys are my boys. I've known Shannon for a long time, but they have a side thing they're doing. It's totally different than Godsmack. Nothing like Godsmack. It's rock and roll blues, Apocalypse Blues Revival. Check it out, download it, whatever. But let's do a quick trick here. Antoine, do me a favor. I want to show you something pretty cool about a deck of cards. And you've been fucking around my deck, dude. Yeah. I got, take a card out for me if you would. I want to show you the correlation between a deck of cards and time. You got it? You got it?
Time?
And time.
Okay.
Put your card right there. Yeah. Now remember this moment. The deck is face down. His card, I'm not going to look, is face down. Okay, now look. I'm going to take the deck. I'm going to put his card in the middle, shuffle up, and I'm going to change this moment in time. Think about it. Every deck of cards, there's red and black and associating with night and day.
Right.
There's 4 seasons, 4 suits, club, heart, spade, diamond, 13 lunar cycles, 13 full moons, 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in a deck. If you add up every single digit, it comes out to 365. Now look, half of this deck is face down, half of this deck is face up. Half up, half down. Look at this. Cards are every which way in this deck. Okay? Antoine, is that your card there?
No.
Okay, look, if I take the wrong card and I put it here, and I go back in time, the deck straightens out. But wait a second. What was your card?
Jack of clubs.
See, now we've gone back in time. Your card was a 4 of diamonds.
It was a 4 of diamonds.
He's always lying to me.
4 of diamonds.
You want to say? Yeah. He's always lying.
He's always.
Well, no, I keep the Jack of clubs in my shirt pocket, which is weird.
What?
And I don't even have
Holy
a
shit.
I don't even have a shirt
How
pocket.
did you
I don't even have a shirt pocket, which is weird because here's the cool thing. Look, do me a favor right now. I'll ask you. Do me a favor. Name a number between 1 and 10. Yeah.
The prettiest woman in the world. Of
Name a
course
number
it's you.
between 1 and 10. 3.
3.
Come right here. Well, you can do it from here. Can you zoom in on my phone here? You can do it from there.
Bring her up here. She's a pretty woman. Bring her up
Look,
here.
can you see my phone here? 8:24.
Come on up
wait.
here.
You can do it from here. Look at this.
Come on up here,
I'm
beautiful.
going back in time. Look at this.
come on.
Yeah,
8:24. Look, my phone just went back.
I saw that.
3 minutes.
No.
What?
My phone just went back 3 minutes.
I don't like
You
it.
saw it happen, didn't you?
No.
What's cool about it is, check it out. Everybody's phone has gone back 3 minutes. Look. 8:21. Look. Look, everybody's phone has gone back.
No.
But now look.
Hold on a second.
I don't wanna do this.
It's
Zoom
on
in on my
video.
watch.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
Even my damn
Yeah.
watch is at 8:21.
Even his watch is, look, here's the good thing. Look, if we're going to go
She's
back in
freaking
time.
out.
Oh, that's the real time.
Yep. Well, I just had you name a number. That was it. But check this out. Look, we're going to go back in time 1 second more. Watch. This Coke I've been drinking the whole entire time. Watch this
Stay
can.
right here. Stay right. No, you're fine.
Watch
Get
this
back in
can
front.
right here. Look, see the can here?
Yeah.
I'm going to send this can back in time. Watch. If I shake the can like this,
Stop.
watch. If you watch it, the can starts to, watch, reinflate itself. Look, it actually starts to reinflate. Look. Watch it. The can is reignited. Look at this. Look at this.
I don't like this.
The can is starting to reinflate itself. Look.
Can is peeing on itself.
Yep. Go a little bit left.
I mean, I am too.
Watch it. You can see the can is actually reinflating itself. Look. Slowly but surely. Look at this. If you shake this can, look. You can actually see the can reinflating itself. Look.
What in the fuck?
And if you notice the top here, if I take the top, see that? Look at this. I seal the can back up again, and watch, a little bit left, I'm gonna fill it back up again, look. Listen, Antoine, listen. Hear that? It's filling up, right? Now watch. This can's been sitting here an hour, look. You see condensation. Touch that can. Is it getting cold?
Yeah.
It's getting cold, look at this. This can is now going back in time. I have a full can of Coke all over
Stop.
again. Look at this.
Stop it. What kind of satanic bullshit did you just pull on this show? That is insanity.
That can sat on that table the whole time. You can go back and look at any part of this podcast.
You
and
can't
can see
do that
can.
on Christmas. You can't do that on
Me and
Christmas.
Antoine are looking at him the same way.
And the
Antoine's
thing
not
is,
even speaking right now. Antoine's just looking
and
at you like,
before
what
we-
in the
but-
actual fuck?
Before we go off air, I don't know if Tansy's told you guys or not, but I mean everything's about Instill and all the celebrities and everybody coming on, and but he wants you guys to stay here for about 45 more minutes, and he wants to talk to you guys a little bit about Amway.
I don't. About what?
Amway.
I don't know what that is.
Never.
What is Amway?
He doesn't know what Amway is, which is the. Look,
is
my buddy
Amway?
Dave goes, "Peace out." Look, he goes, "I'm going, dude." Hair products, but he's playing dumb. But he wants to talk about Amway, so you guys stay here for about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm
Am I supposed to know? I'm embarrassed. If that's somebody who's paying us to be a sponsor, I'm sorry.
You're not.
What is Amway? Is that a pyramid? Oh, a pyramid scheme.
I threw under the bus, basically. Yeah, but anyway.
I don't care.
Okay,
Throw me under the bus. Guys, this is Drinking Bros Sports Tailgate Legends, where we... Do you want to do it on
Saturday. Huh?
What?
What's that?
Oh, we do Saturday. Oh, so this show goes
yeah.
out on Friday night on all your podcast, whatever app you want, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. You can listen to this podcast. You can also find it Friday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Saturday, we have Robert Jones, linebacker from the Dallas Cowboys. We'll be doing that here live from Deep River Brewing Company. So if
be
you're hearing this
epic,
Friday
guys.
night, which is Christmas.
That's right.
And the next day, Saturday, we'll be right back in here
Rocking
with another
out.
guest. Antoine, man, thank you so
Yeah,
much, man.
thanks,
There's a
man.
lot of things you could have done tonight.
Thank you.
You
Thank
chose
you,
to be with
thank
us.
you.
Well, I got one thing. Before we go, we always end our shows. One, we didn't even get to our sponsors, but I don't care. Deep River Brewing Company is the main sponsor. We also have Instill Distilling Company, makers of the finest rums on the planet. They're actually award-winning rums. And we also have Matthew Motors.
Matthew
the
Motors.
The Walking Man's car dealership. And then Copper Still Records, who does all of our production management. Also our producer, Noel
'em out, guys.
White, is through there. Buddha is there. Boston Joe. That all comes through Copper Still Records. We couldn't
BJ.
thank them enough for all the work that they do, all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Going and getting us beers, setting up these mics. It's
we're a
just so
team, man. You know what I
fucking much.
Yeah.
But listen, before we leave the show, Antoine, I'll start with you. We do a Drinking Bro of the Week.
Yeah, please.
And it could be anybody. They have to be living, because it's hard to be the Drinking Bro of the Week if you're dead. Somebody that's inspired you, somebody that you are just happy with right at this moment. Your Drinking Bro of the Week.
Anywhere in
we
your
have
life,
16 million
man.
subscribers to Drinking Bros across the board. So this person's going out to everybody as your Drinking Bro of the Week.
It
Who would
doesn't
you
have
pick?
to be sports, anywhere in your life.
It could be anywhere. It could be anybody, anytime.
That's a hard question. Everybody has this
It always-
reaction.
And we love the silence.
Say me.
Don't say him.
Don't say him.
Don't say Joe. He'll make you say him because he's a magician.
I'm gonna say the dude called Bershawn Jackson.
Bershawn Jackson.
Who that?
It's Bershawn Batman Jackson. He's,
What?
Yeah, he's actually. I'm the godfather of his. He's an Olympian.
Seriously?
Yes. And my kids run on his track team. Well, my daughter
Your
runs
kids
on
run
his team.
track?
Yeah, my youngest
Okay.
run track on his track team.
Obviously, because you're super fast.
And me and him are just like a pea in a pod. Like he was gonna come here, But
Should have brought him. We could get him on the show.
Yeah,
what's
man.
his Instagram? Do you know his Instagram handle or Facebook
it's
handle?
I run fast.
Oh, you gonna look it up. While you look that up, when you find it, let us know. Joel, who's your drinking bro of the week?
I want to say my brother, dude. You know,
Your
anybody
brother.
knows me, like, you know, my friends that are here.
You guys are tight,
a lot of tragedy went down in our family the last few years. But my brother, dude, he gets up every day. He has his own commercial glass company. But this dude gets up every day.
What's the name of the commercial glass company?
It's Gibbons Glass.
Gibbons
after
Glass.
our last name.
Gibbons
but,
Glass.
You know, his son passed away. Our dad passed
shit.
away. Our brother
sorry,
passed
brother.
away.
Oh, my God.
So
Get
we
away
went-
from me.
it was-
That's a
it
lot
was
of bad
crazy,
luck.
Yeah, but but this guy gets up every day, dude, and hits the ground running.
Okay.
And it stays positive and just lives life to the fullest. So he is like, you know, he's an inspiration. So.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Did you figure out what that Instagram handle is?
No, I'm trying to.
Boston Joe, what is your Instagram handle? You don't even know your own. You don't know your own Instagram handle? What is it?
BJ6969.
Tell him he's
We're
fine.
changing it to BJ696969.
Everybody look him up. BJ69. Every time Eric tries to imitate the Boston accent, he sounds like an announcer from like the 20s. Like, and the Zeppelin crashed into the ground, everybody.
Yeah, Babe Ruth, everybody. Babe Ruth. Yeah. I didn't realize that asking these questions would be the hardest questions of the night.
It always is, man.
What is it?
I can never find
I fucking can't hear you. Come up
Not
here
your
and say it.
average Joe. 16. Check him out.
Not your average Joe 16. If you're a big fan of Boston Joe, I don't
Boston
fucking
Joe,
know.
everybody.
Look, that's why we have a producer. Noel, put that on there somehow. Whatever that handle is, I didn't hear it. What is yours? You're calling him?
I'm calling him.
You're
Hey,
calling him on the
man.
show. Well, then we can't
Yeah,
end the
now
show.
we have to talk to him,
cannot
dude.
end the
He
show.
couldn't find his Instagram link. He goes, I have no
can't
clue what I'm
end the
looking
show
for.
with
Yeah,
Antoine
I'm
Harris
right in the
on the
podcast,
phone,
and
so we'll just
they said
wait.
I told him you're my drinking buddy, but I didn't tell him the story why you're
Yeah.
my drinking buddy.
I love it. So your
But,
kids run track.
Yes, my kids run track.
What do they
on
run? The 400's the worst event, so don't tell me
Well,
they run the
he
400.
ran the 400 hurdles.
He
so-
ran the 400 hurdles.
Yes.
That shouldn't be an event. 400 is hard
what is
enough.
your
Why do you
Instagram?
need to add hurdles to the 400?
One hurdle's enough.
Yeah, 400's enough.
Your buddy's like, what the fuck are you getting me into?
Oh, just put Bershawn Jackson. I thought it was I Run
Bershawn.
Fast. What the hell is that?
Bershawn
Oh, you changed
Jackson.
it? Oh, okay, he changed it. That's why I'm tripping. Well, let me tell you why he's my drinking buddy.
Go ahead. Tell me why.
This is how we.
You're on the phone with him.
Right, I'm on the phone
Okay.
with him.
All right, tell us.
But this is me and him connected.
Yep.
You know, through track because
Okay.
my kids was on his team the
Sure.
first year. But me and him hit it off so well.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit older, so I've been in professional and stuff like that. And just talking about, you know, money and saving money and good friends and stuff like that. Well, as soon as we was getting close, his father died.
No.
So, and it was unexpected. He's from Miami. So what I did was I got on the plane, went there, went to the funeral. Me and him went out. I took him out. We went to the strip club the night before the
Yes, that you
And,
have to. If my dad dies, I'm going to
I
the
got,
strip club.
we were
With
so,
my mom.
We were so drunk.
Okay.
The funeral started at 10. We didn't come in until about like 8:30.
You were late to his dad's
No,
funeral.
we weren't late to the
No,
funeral.
okay.
But we. I'm sorry, Todd. We'll redo it, okay? The party scene, the strip club. But,
Yes.
but that's how we started hitting it out, you know.
Okay.
Because we was, you know, he
Any
was talking
good
about
friendship
his
starts at
father,
a strip
my
club.
father, you know,
Yeah.
which my mom was a single mother, but my
Sure.
father, we did get back together.
Sure,
and,
sure.
you know, then he passed away. And, but it was just like we just hit it off. And it's just like we're a great influence for each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I talk about different things and just we influence each other. Yeah,
That's great.
And,
Iron sharpens iron, right?
It's like Joe and I.
and that's my drinking buddy.
I sharpen Joe. Joe doesn't really do shit
Okay,
for me.
well, I'm getting off the phone with you.
I feed you well.
I'm
you
just kidding.
motherfucker.
I'm just
I'll call you back.
joking. Joe is the glue to this one. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Drinking Bros Sports Tailgate Legends.
it's criminally
Make sure
delicious,
you tune in.
huh?
Criminally delicious. What do you got, Joel? You look like you want to say
Stick
something.
around because he said he's going to do some signing and photos
that's
of you guys. So anybody
what
wants
a
a photo
fucking
with him and all that, he
great
said he
guy.
would stick
Great
around
guy.
and do it. So.
Shit. I love this guy. I love everybody. Noel, our producer, thank you so much.
Thank you, Noel.
Cheers. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.